good, fam? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about cut versus bulk, how to be in a calorie deficit, and what is a calorie deficit exactly. That's how we lose weight scientifically. But if you enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I love teaching you guys and just helping you out with your journey, so make sure that you subscribe and give it a thumbs up if you like it. Before we get into all the scientific stuff, I gotta go get a coffee. I need some more energy. We're putting on Chuck Taylor's. Hold on. This sweatshirt's from Urban. I shop at Urban like 75% of the time for my clothes. And actually mostly the men's section. This is actually from the women's. It's just like obviously huge. It's really oversized. Also, I just got my hair dyed like hella blonde, and I just keep like looking at myself and I'm just like, wow. Because my hair's never been this blonde before. I didn't know that it was raining. My car's right here. That sucks. I think I'm gonna go to Dunkin' because I want a large coffee, you know what I'm saying? Only $4, caramel shot, almond milk. Let's go. Also, if you guys wanna see something really rad, oh, that's sick. I think it just ties my whole car together, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go to Dunkin'. It's literally 5:30 p.m. It's fine. Let's go. I'm so excited for this. Hold on. Ooh.
Welcome to Dunkin' Donuts. What can I get for you?
Hi, can I get a large iced coffee? And can I get it with almond milk, caramel swirl, and a caramel flavor shot? Thank you. Have a good day. Okay, first sip. Pretty fire. It could have a little more almond milk, but it's good. It's good. It was only $3. Like, dang, okay. Now let's get into these questions. Let's get into the fitness side of stuff. Cut versus bulk. That's always a question people ask me. What is a cut versus bulk? A lot of people don't understand, which is okay. I'm here to help. A cut means you're in a calorie deficit, losing weight. First, let's explain what a calorie deficit is so you know what I'm talking about. A calorie deficit means that you eat less than you burn per day, calorie-wise. So if you burn 2,000 calories, you just have to eat under that to be in a deficit. You eat 1,800, 200 calories is your deficit right there. That's how we lose weight scientifically. When I first started, I used to think celebrities just took like a magic expensive pill to lose weight, whatever. Obviously there's liposuction, different surgeries, stuff like that. But really how you lose weight is eating less calories than you burn, being in a calorie deficit. There is no trick, there is no secret, there's no magic pill. You could literally eat anything as long as you're in a deficit, you'll be losing weight. Okay, so now that we know what a calorie deficit is, when you're on a quote cut, that means that you're in a calorie deficit. When you're in a cut, you want to maintain as much muscle as possible. Obviously, the more muscle our body has, the higher our metabolism is, which means we can eat more without gaining weight. So in a cut, how we're going to lose weight while maintain muscle. Obviously, it's inevitable losing some muscle in a weight loss stage, but how we can hold on to as much muscle as possible is still be lifting heavy, using those compound movements, progressive overload if we can, and eating enough protein. And obviously, we don't want to be in a huge deficit because if you lose weight very fast, you know, maybe you're starving yourself or just going ham, the risk for muscle loss will increase if you're losing weight very fast. Anyways, next is a bulk. So I just explained calorie deficit. When we're bulking, that means we want to gain weight. Obviously, it's inevitable that we're going to gain some fat when we're gaining weight. But when you bulk up, our main focus is building muscle. Obviously, when you're eating an excessive amount of calories, you will add some fat. But usually people cut after their bulk, revealing the muscle, shredding the fat off of their skin. So how you bulk is being in a calorie surplus. What that means is you're eating more than you burn per day to gain weight. Like I said, people that struggle with gaining weight, you just have to eat more. It can be hard if you're prescribed medications that makes you not hungry, or if you just have a super high metabolism, you know, you have to eat a lot and it feels like a lot, and it sucks if you're trying to gain weight and it feels like you're just forcing yourself to eat. It's hard, but the way you gain weight is being in a calorie surplus. With a bulk, you typically eat a lot of protein because you're trying to gain muscle. You want to have a good amount of carbs. Why do we want to eat carbs? When we have more energy, remember, carbs give your body energy. Whenever we have more energy, you're going to perform better in the gym, aka our lifts. When we perform better, we can lift heavier, aka building more muscle in the long run. That's why you should eat carbs, especially when you're lifting. I like to have at least like a granola bar or something before my lift. If I lift in the morning, I'm not super hungry, but I'll make sure that I get a carb source in just so that I can have a good amount of energy for my lift. Let's talk about metabolism next. Let's talk about metabolism. Building your metabolism can be pretty tricky, but things to think about with your metabolism: if you're not losing weight, think about, are you eating too little? You could be eating too much. Obviously, you have to be in a calorie deficit, but if you've been eating too little for so long, your metabolism is just like shrinking. And so whenever that happens, you actually need to eat more calories to boost your metabolism. But other ways we can work with our metabolism, getting it as high as possible, is you want to be sleeping 7 to 9 hours, you want to be drinking enough water, you want to be lifting weights, eating enough protein. But sleep is big because when we're sleeping, that's when our muscles recover. So man, take that melatonin, like make sure that you're getting enough sleep. Also, make sure that you be reading my Instagram. Make sure that you read my Instagram captions because I will touch on different things. I just posted one the other day talking about what progressive overload is. I like to help teach you guys on there as well, but I'm going to talk about it here too. All right guys, now we're going to be talking about the more workout part of things. For cuts versus bulking, your training can pretty much stay the same. For bulking, we're focusing more on progressive overload, hypertrophy, and maybe you'll have longer rest periods, but you can kind of play with the sets and reps. A lot of people think that you have to switch up your training. You can't always be doing the same exercises, you know, you always have to switch up your lifts, but that's not true. You really just need to progress and to gain muscle. You don't need to change your exact exercises. What you need to be changing is the weight, your time under tension, sets, reps, stuff like that. So with progressive overload, you want to be kind of getting better each week or every other week. And how we test that is, for example, week 1, you're squatting 100 pounds, 4 sets of 10. Week 2, you either need to squat 110 pounds, 4 sets of 10. You can squat 100 pounds again, 5 sets of 10, or you can squat 100 pounds, 4 sets of 12. You're just getting better somehow the next week, every other week, whatever. You just have to be getting better. Or, you know, you could, on the way down, you could do a 3-second deficit into your squat, hold, pause squat, whatever. We're just getting better. That's time under tension. So your time in your squat, you know, taking 3 seconds on the way down is increasing. Okay, so whenever you want to build muscle, this isn't as important as food. As long as you're getting stronger using progressive overload, you're going to be gaining muscle. But for hypertrophy, you just want to be doing 3 to 5 sets of 6 to 12 reps with about like a minute in between sets. And then if you're training for like maximum strength, like you're trying to get as strong as possible, like powerlifters, then you want to be doing 3 to 5 sets of 1 to 5 reps. Okay, now that I talked about cutting versus bulking, a lot of people ask me, well, what should I do first? Should I cut or should I bulk? And there's literally, you can't really go wrong. It's just really your preference. When I started my journey, I was overweight and I decided to cut first. I had already been lifting throughout high school. Like I had some muscle on me, you just couldn't see it. So for my goal, I didn't really want to get any bigger. A lot of people, they're stuck. They say they're skinny fat. You want to build a butt, but you need to lose fat. And you don't know, well, do I bulk first to build my butt or do I cut first to get skinny? You can build muscle in a deficit, especially if you're a beginner. It's so much easier if you're a beginner. Newbie gains are so real. Basically, when I started 2 years ago in January 2019, yeah, I lost 25 pounds, but I gained so much muscle. Like I probably gained 10, like actually I don't even know, I couldn't even tell you. I gained so much muscle though. Like I wish I would have done an in-body scan so I could be able to tell. But not only does cutting first, if you are overweight or if that's what you want to do, it just helps you realize like what are you working with? Like what is under that fat? Like how much muscle do you have? You know what I'm saying? That's why I chose to cut first. I didn't even know at the time that I could build muscle in a deficit. I was just kind of like, being in a calorie deficit and lifting weights. I didn't know. I wasn't a personal trainer yet, and I really wasn't educated on the topic. But that's why I chose to cut first. If your main goal is building a butt and you have been kind of messing around with fitness for a while, then maybe you should bulk first. It's really your preference. What do you want more? But a lot of people, I try to let them know it worked for me. I built muscle in a deficit because I was a beginner, and I got pretty round glutes from that, not gonna lie. I went from 145 to 120. I even got down to 115, and I still kept that muscle mass in my body. So it's whatever you want to do in the end, but that was just my story and how I did it. Now, I feel like a teacher right now because I've just been explaining everything to you guys. Hopefully, watching this back, I explained it to the best of my ability. Obviously, I'm actually not that good at explaining stuff. I'm trying really hard here. But I hope this video helps you guys out. I hope that I explained it okay. Like, is that confusing? If not, you guys can always message me on Instagram. I try to help you guys out as much as possible. Like, just from me learning all this, being a personal trainer, you know, learning about carbs, learning about higher metabolism. Whenever you have more muscle on your body, you have a higher metabolism. I just want to like teach all of you guys, like, duh, I want a high metabolism.